Hello, everyone, and welcome back to season 4 of Tea Time with Uncle Twirl. It's crazy. It's been 4 seasons. Thank you so much for riding with me. You already know this is the pre-show before we get to the main show. It's been a really long 2025, guys. I know it's only been a few months, but I know a lot of us are feeling. And so first, all right, because we got this. Shout out to everyone who's been forming their own kind of resistance, showing solidarity in their communities, because honestly, we're all we got, okay? And so a part of what I wanted to do this season is shout out Black businesses because we're building community around here. And one of my favorite businesses currently, they help me with all my beard's needs, are Faye's Beard Bully. Love them so much. They have a great beard oil. They have this really great smelling beard butter. And then I kind of pair that with Scotch Porter. They also have fabulous products. A lot of you are always like, where are you getting your colognes? Where do you smell? How do you smell like that? Scotch Porter. They have this wonderful scent called Badlands. I love it. Go get it. And they also have really, really great hair and beard products. 2 Black companies that we're going to be supporting in 2025, okay? So enjoy the show and make sure you are also building and supporting in your own communities.
It's tea time with Uncle Twirl. Let me go grab my cup.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to season 4 of Tea Time with Uncle Twirl, where what's in your mug is your business. Hi, I'm your host, Uncle Twirl, and I am joined by a very, very special guest, public health prodigy, ferocious fashionista, the cunning Contessa, and witty without waste. Miss Ashia Lee is here in the building. Y'all better give it to her. I can't hear you. Y'all better give it up. Hello, my darling. Cheers.
Of course.
Welcome
Thank
to
you
the
for having
show.
me.
Look. Now this is what we're sipping on today is some Brooklyn tea, Black-owned tea, y'all, because in 2025, what we're doing, supporting Black businesses.
Over on Peter Street.
Hello.
Yeah, owned by Spelman alum, I think. I've met her a couple times.
It's very, very good. You could get them in that place, and I'm not going to name no more, so just go to their website, Brooklyn Tea. Yeah. All right. Before we get into it, it's so good to see you and have you here. You look so good, girl.
Thank you. I want to be Hillary Banks, but
giving.
with, hood.
Yeah, I like it.
Thank you.
Hillary Bankhead. Yes, I like it.
I did live in Bankhead for a minute, so get into it.
Iconic.
Get into it.
Okay, so before we get into the interview segment, I figured we could play a few games, loosen things up. For those of you who are familiar with the show, for those of you who are new, the first game we always play with guests is Sip or Spill. And so it's a little rapid fire situation. Okay. I'm gonna give you 2 options and you're going to choose, your preference. And if you don't want to, you're gonna take a sip, okay? Because we believe in consent, okay? We don't force somebody to do nothing.
No.
All right?
All me.
Okay, are you ready?
Okay.
Lemon pepper wet or dry?
Lemon pepper wet.
Period.
Come on now.
Everything's better wet.
But I want it flat.
Oh, you don't like the drums?
No.
Okay, that wasn't judgment. I don't really like the flats. I just can't. I just feel it's...
The drumstick's so thick at the top.
The bone be getting in the way. Like when I feel like I can't
really
stick my tongue. Yeah, I don't want to. It's just giving. I hate to eat those in public.
It's a little nasty.
Okay. The Good Place or Law and Order SVU?
Ooh. Kristen Bell, white woman with the short bob.
Yes.
Eats.
Veronica Mars. Yes.
Was that UPN?
It was.
UPN had a great run.
Original Girlfriends.
I'm going to go SVU, though, because SVU, SUV,
Suv? Yes.
It's just something about them kids, getting taken that just make me want to fight.
I love a good duo. So I also would have picked SVU.
Stabler
and Benson. Yes.
You think they like each other?
I mean, stranger things have happened.
Fair.
Renaissance or Cowboy Carter?
Renaissance.
I mean, period.
You know what? Cowboy Carter, maybe I haven't been in enough beef in my life, enough drama. I own cowboy boots, though.
Yes.
And if I would have got the tickets, I would have went.
I also didn't get tickets.
I'm not paying $600.
It was so expensive. Thank you. Like the Wander section, it started at like $425 when I got in there.
It started there?
Started there at $425. Now, if you could get a $76 ticket, but you're going to be on top of Mercedes-Benz.
Just to listen to Two Hands to Heaven?
Exactly. And so I was like, I saw Renaissance was amazing. I don't have to see Cowboy Carter.
Renaissance was beautiful. I'm always going there.
Yes.
Always.
Yes. Life-changing. Okay. Bob or bust down?
Ooh. Baby, because I'm going to pay for some hair. But I cut my hair into a bob last summer.
Yes.
And I looked like old girl from The Incredibles with my glasses.
I'm about to scream.
What's her name?
Edna.
I look like Edna. And I'm small. I'm small like Edna, too.
I mean, an icon.
I thought I was bad. Shout out to Shakita. She cut me up real good. I'm gonna go with the bob. I was nasty with that.
I love a bad bitch bob. I mean, I do. I'm here for business. You know what I mean? I love it. Sneakers or heels?
Despite what I'm wearing, I'm always gonna shoot for a sneaker.
Yes.
I got a great shoe collection.
No, your sneaker game is fire. I be peeping. When you post some pictures, I'll be like, yum.
Thank you. In high school, I worked at DTLR. And so I just always been plugged in and I just never let it go. So
yeah, it eats. Caesar salad or nachos?
It depends on how I'm feeling. So I'm gonna go, I need to sip because, you know, if I'm in a vibe, if I'm feeling sexy, and this is Caesar.
It is.
I can't eat, you know, nacho with this.
Yes, yes.
But if I got, you know, a doobie and some Timbs, I'm going down to the taco mat.
Nacho down. Got it. Girl, speaking of talking about, I didn't know the one over there by Gold Room closed.
Everything on that street closed.
A lot of them are closing though. There's another taco mat that someone just told me they turned it into something else. And I know some black people bought it.
Probably over and done with it, but nobody go over there because it's hard to drive.
That is true.
I'm not going past 20.
It's very congested.
No.
Love Jones or The Photograph?
Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. They're the same. They're actually
They
the
are
same
very
thing.
similar.
They're the same thing. It's just Issa is Nia Long and that fine Lorenz Tate. Not quite the guy that was in Photograph. What's that man's name?
Lakeith.
You know, Lakeith. They could have got some better options.
Yep.
But it was beautiful. So I'm gonna go Photograph.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Photograph.
Okay, we love it. Hey, Issa. West Side or East Side?
Oh,
I'm
an East Side baby.
I feel beef rumbling.
I'm an East Side baby,
Period.
but I moved to the West Side because I taught over there. And that's where I learned all of my adult lessons. That's where I did my partying. That's where I fell in love, like as an adult.
Right.
So the West Side's always got a special heart for me. I just can't afford it no more.
Yeah, it's really, they call it the Upper West Side now.
Upper Midtown.
Yeah, because the prices are on the up and up.
That's Perry Homes.
No, it's kind of crazy.
It's Perry Homes.
It's still Bankhead.
Hollywood Road.
Yeah,
for sure.
they're still getting robbed. Homes getting broken into. It's not great. Teaching or public health?
I'm gonna go teaching. Teaching allows you to open up a part of yourself that so many people aren't able to do. You have to have a level of patience. You have to be able to care about other people more than yourself. Because any field of teaching is selfless. You're never gonna make the money, whether you're collegiate, secondary, anything, you're not gonna make the money. And it just forces me to be a better person. Whereas in public health, I'm paid pretty well. And I get to help people, but I'm in leadership at this point.
Gotcha.
So I'm not down in the trenches I miss. So I'm hoping that at some point I can go back to the classroom.
Look, come on, Professor. Jasmine Sullivan or Wale?
Jasmine Sullivan and Wale got a song together that I love.
They do.
World Tour.
I don't know it.
It's on the first album, Attention Deficit, I think.
Okay.
Don't quote me. I'm going to go Wale, though. I'm going to go Wale just because he's so underrated.
Facts.
And he's put so much into his craft without getting any of the love back. Whereas Jasmine's never had to face that.
Facts.
She came out the gate fancy.
I mean, a gift.
A gift.
Like a one-on-one.
No, and she had Missy Elliott sign on and all that. Poor Wale had Ross.
Yeah. And then that whole unfortunate being hung out that building, that situation.
The 2 legs.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I've read them depositions in court. I follow the case.
I just don't want to get shooed. Allegedly. Stay away from those balconies, Wale. Kith or Palace?
You know, I like what Palace is doing. They have very young creatives in like their rooms of creating their clothing. Streetwear, still very like skateboardy.
Right.
It reminds me of how like back in the day when we were like fresh college.
Right.
And we were wearing our Vans.
Yep.
We had the Vans because it looked like sneakers
They
era.
did. Yep.
I really, really like that. Kith is a classic, though. It's just so hard to return stuff. We were talking about it. You can't return nothing to Kith.
No.
They're going to give you a gift card.
Yep.
The gift card, it takes $55 to ship it. No.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It is. Love Palace, agree with you. I think Kith is like the #1 fashion consultant brand.
Sure.
Like anything they touch, they're going to elevate. Like even some of their own pieces love, but they have a really good eye for partnership.
Yeah.
And that's like my favorite thing about them.
Was it Cameron that they did the beautiful one with the flowers on a bus?
Yes.
It was stunning.
Yes, they have a Sesame Street collection out right now. Fire.
Okay.
Fire.
You know, I can fit their kids' clothes.
I mean, okay.
No, I do. I get an extra large.
And we're gonna and thank you so much. Look, you did that. You only sipped once. You slid through that like a G. Very impressed. Okay, so the next game we're gonna play is called Would You Rather.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you 2 scenarios, and you're gonna pick, which one you'd rather do.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm with you.
Okay. So the first Would You Rather question is: would you rather lead a public health campaign to raise awareness about mental health in schools, or work on a national campaign focused on fighting health disparities in underserved communities?
Oh, you know what? I'm going to go with the kids.
Period.
I think that they need us now
Facts.
more than ever.
Talk about it.
And so, I have a nephew, matter of fact. I was at his high school today for Honors Day. And the amount of parents that I couldn't discern the parents from the students. I did not see that many parents, to be honest. So they're not even able to show up for their kids, be it that they didn't have the time to get off of work, didn't know about it, didn't care. And so they need us to stand up for them, and they don't even know it.
Facts.
They're raised by the internet. They're raised by the phones. And we're one of those last age gaps that remember life without the phone.
Right. Social media,
all of that. So our parents led the charge for us to be here. Now we need to get down and help the babies that look just like us.
I love that. And especially like mental health in general, like y'all, people are unwell. And I'm leaving it at that. So just, check on your people, because people are unwell. All right. Would you rather teach a college course on public health policy at the real GSU, Georgia Southern University, or mentor high school students about pursuing careers in healthcare or fashion?
Oh, I'm going to keep it a bean with you. I'm about to go up to that school. I'm going up to the school. Georgia Southern gave me some of the best 4 years of my life.
Talk about it.
People like to play with them. I still have professors. My professor wrote my first recommendation letter to get my job in public health.
Oh, wow.
Dr. Katie Gregg.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to you. I just, the way she saw me, especially just as a Black girl at a PWI, because we don't talk about it enough.
Hello.
You go into your major classes, there's only 3 of y'all in the room out of 30 other kids. And for her to see me and to pour into me, I make it known every chance I get that she's changed my life. So I want to do that for somebody else.
Shout out to great teachers. I know you talked about teaching being something that allows you to open up a different part of yourself but really shout out to teachers that you were saying, when you see a student, you see something in them that maybe they don't see in themselves, maybe they don't even know they need, and you pull that out. It's transformative. Yeah. Like facts.
It's almost, I'm not going to say it's a God complex because I'm such a believer, but we have such a power over our community, over our kids, and to be able to use that in the right way and then be able to see what you poured in, pour back out to someone else, it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like I know exactly why I'm here.
All right, I'm not going to be running around the studio. Okay. Would you rather have Beyonce personally call you and ask you for advice on her next album, or have a one-on-one conversation with her about public health and empowerment in the Black community?
I don't give a damn about saving the world if Beyonce's right there. I was squeezing my butt cheeks as you was asking the question because I am not fanned out at all.
Facts.
At all. But Beyonce's not even a real person to me. Like I can't.
She's an entity. Yeah.
I listened to The Read with Crystal and Kid Fury. And when they met Beyonce, I thought about it being me and what would I do? Right. And she wants my opinion on that album. Yeah. What if she wants me to be a writer? Yeah. Baby, I don't care about no public health at that point.
Heard. And you know what that makes you? Sane. Okay, because whatever you need, Beyonce. Whatever you need.
That's like people saying, am I going to take talking to Jay-Z or 500? At that point, what is Jay-Z?
Yeah, I'm going to talk to him about Beyonce.
I'm talking to him about Beyonce.
Tell me what she's like in the morning.
I will figure out how to get the bread.
What's her favorite cocktail?
Does she give good hugs?
What happened on that elevator?
What does she smell like?
I want to know. Okay. Would you rather run your own fashion brand that empowers women of color, or be a public speaker who uses fashion to promote social justice?
I'm going to go with the latter. I enjoy fashion in the sense of when I look good, I feel good, and I perform better.
Talk about it.
And so in quite a few of the roles that I've had, I've always had to speak publicly. And I'm my best when I'm fly. I'm my best when I look good. And I'm not going to act like looks doesn't help you in the career field.
Because they do.
They do.
Yeah.
So if you're more presentable or you look a certain way, when you get in front of those people, they're now going to listen to you. They take you a little bit more seriously.
Facts.
And I love to be in that room authentically myself. If that's wearing some sneakers with my suit, if that's me wearing some sky high heels and a turtleneck and a fly leather skirt, I'm going to do it because I've worked hard enough to where when you look at my clothes, it shouldn't reflect what I know, but it does show you I'm that girl.
And I think it's powerful to infuse aspects of like your identity
Yeah.
into your everyday wear because it still shows up like, hey, yes, I'm all these things. I'm still a Black woman. I'm still from this particular culture, this community, and I'm proud of that, and I'm gonna showcase it.
I'm always going to have bracelets. I have so much jewelry on. I'm always going to have my nails. These are actually short right now, but they reflect. And I'm going in every room doing that.
Period. Love it. Would you rather always wear professional outfits that make you feel empowered, but never be able to dress casually? Or be able to dress however you want every day, but always feel underdressed at important events?
I think it's whack to be underdressed. It's so whack. It's something about going somewhere and you got the wrong shit on that really boggles my mind. You can go and you got that Apple Watch on?
Yes.
Let me tell you something. Take that Apple Watch off. Not now, not when you're working.
There are people back there like,
when
oh my
you
God.
are at a gala or at a function that requires you to be suited and booted, take that watch off.
Yes, because are you still counting your steps right now?
You're a spy kid.
Like, are you?
I don't
You're a spy kid? It's crazy.
Because you're like,
Well, thank you so much for coming.
I love y'all though. Just get a different band at least. Get a different band.
I am not going to scream.
I don't like it.
Because Nadia doesn't like it when I clap or scream in the mic.
I don't like it.
But you're not wrong. Perfect example. I was at the Frequency Friday this past Friday. There used to be a time where like when you knew you were going to a museum, museums about art and fashion and expression.
I'm stepping out.
Yeah, it is a classy, you know, I saw midriffs, jeans, flip-flops. I saw one girl in a bonnet went to the bathroom, came out. I said,
think you're making that up.
I'm not.
A bonnet?
She came in, and then I think she thought about it. She's like, I'm not making the statement I think I'm making. And she went to the bathroom, she took it off. It's just not what it used to be.
That is why these babies is on TikTok asking, can you wear spaghetti straps and shorts to a job interview?
You cannot.
You can't.
You cannot.
Now you got that with the Spy Kid watch, and now all the way together, you just don't look presentable. So yeah, I much rather be able to, I'll put on a real outfit every day.
Period. Would you rather spend a day styling Beyonce for one of her music videos or organize a public health event with influencers promoting wellness for young Black women?
Dang.
It's tough.
Women are my core audience. Right. I'm never doing anything for a man. I love a man down. I do.
Same.
Something about a nice Black man. I prefer dark. It's something about a Black girl, a young Black girl that speaks to me. In any opportunity that I get to bring awareness to the things that are affecting us, I'm going to do it.
Talk about it.
I love Beyonce down, but Beyonce can't leave that legacy for me that I could for the girls that look like me. So if I can get more attention to our vaccinations, to childbirth, to how stress is killing literally our Black women,
talk about it.
That matters way more to me than making sure Beyonce is fly, because she be having some rough times. She do.
It's true. Okay, last one. Would you rather attend a Beyonce concert every year with your friends or organize an annual public health conference for Black women focusing on empowerment and wellness?
I'm gonna do both. Why do I have to do one?
I mean, that's the game.
It's 365 days.
I mean, that's true.
In the year. I can go to Beyonce Sunday. And the next Sunday, I'm saving the world.
You know what? You could. Why not?
Why not invite Beyonce to the community event?
That's actually a really good idea. I feel like she would come.
Bay Good will, her little foundation. Am I pronouncing that right? Bay Good, Be Good?
I'm not a representative. Don't ask me. I just joined the Beehive last year. Okay, after
Oh,
Renaissance.
welcome. How do you feel?
Girl, that's how I feel.
Aw.
That's how I feel.
I love that for you.
All right. Last game, because you breezed through that Would You Rather. You gave some very compelling answers. You made me think about a few things. Maybe I'll be teacher twirl. You never know.
I love that.
You might have
I
inspired
love that.
me. I feel it.
You know, I'll write you a recommendation.
Thank you so much, because I need it.
Let's open a school.
Oh my gosh.
No,
No, I don't want to.
no.
I don't want to. I don't like kids that much. Okay. Word association is the next game.
Okay.
So essentially, I will say a word, and then you will say the first word that comes to your mind as soon as I say that word.
All right.
Okay?
All right.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Georgia Southern University.
Turn.
Public health.
Passion.
Fashion.
I'm lit.
Beyonce.
That girl.
Millennials.
Lost the plot. We lost the plot for sure.
We have. I don't think we ever knew it. Black women.
Y'all so fine.
Empowerment.
Black women.
Teacher.
Spiritual.
Community.
Everything.
Wellness.
We ain't doing it.
Education.
Necessity.
Period. Georgia.
Lame. Lame. I hate it here. I hate it. And I only think you can say you hate it if you've lived other places.
Talk about it.
And I have. And there's no place like home,
Mhm.
but it's too much nigga shit.
We've also lived here long enough to see it change.
For sure.
Because we remember, I feel like when you live in a place long enough, especially when you're from there, you mourn versions of it that you knew as it changes. And, and not all, I miss some of the versions. Versions.
I remember going to Libra
Mm.
in high school because I'm from the East Side.
Period.
Libra was our club. And I had to tell my mom I was staying at my friend's house because I wanted to go down to the Libra for the Wednesday
I did.
event
Yeah.
and get a blue motherfucker.
Yeah.
I wanted to do that.
You were drinking those? You're so brave.
When I tell you, me and my friend shared one, because we had to ask somebody else to get it. And at that time, Travis Porter was cool. And if you was from the East Side, you knew one of them.
You did.
And so I would go to the parties they were at because I knew one and I knew I could get drinks from them. And I was like, yeah, because all I got is like $10 anyway.
That's all I have.
I'm 18.
That's all I have. What did you expect from me?
I just told my mom I'm going to a sleepover. Why do I need money?
I'm doing the best I can.
With their money.
Period. Iconic.
Me.
Hustle.
Daddy. My daddy.
Sisterhood.
I wish I had more of it.
I'll be your thither.
Do that again?
Your thither.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just because of that, you can. That was talent.
Very good. You breezed through yet another game.
I'm
Ate it up.
I'm that girl.
Period. Okay. Now we're going to get into your business. I hope you're ready.
Let's do it.
So first up, I love origins. Okay, I love a good origin story. So tell us where you were born, what side you from, where you repping, and do you remember the first CD you ever bought?
Yeah. So, fun fact, I'm originally from Flint, Michigan, but I moved here really young.
Okay,
My dad got a job out here. My parents grew up, born, raised, all those things in Flint.
Wow.
All of my family was up there. They moved from, my dad's side of the family is from Texas. My mom's family is from Alabama. So there was a point in history where all the Black people moved up.
Right.
They needed jobs, and everybody worked at General Motors. You can get you a job on the line.
Okay.
But there were some more opportunities down here. So my dad, grandparents moved on down here, and we came along too. But they dropped us off right there on Candler Road.
They said, good luck.
Good luck. So I went to Flat Shoals Elementary right there in front of South DeKalb Mall.
Right.
And then I got into Magnet. My parents saw something in me, put me in Magnet. And from there, I just stayed on the East Side, getting school from school to school. And absolutely, I enjoyed my childhood. I'm very blessed to say that my parents set me up pretty decently.
I love that.
That first CD, actually, my grandfather passed, and we had to drive because money was tight.
Yeah.
Good life doesn't mean we wasn't broke.
Like facts.
But we had to drive to Michigan for the funeral. Georgia to Michigan ain't no hope.
Yeah, I used to drive it often. I have family in Pontiac, Rochester Hills, Southford. Yes, I do, honey.
Also in Pontiac.
I'm very familiar with Michigan, honey.
What?
Yes, honey. We used to make
You
that
like
long
you a Coney
trek.
dog?
Yeah.
We had to drive that 14 hours, and my parents got me the Kanye West College Dropout album.
Phenomenal.
I played it so much.
Can we have a moment of silence? Because I was so sad when he died. Just all the Kanye fans just got, oof.
He's actually one of my favorite artists. And I
I know you miss him.
I hate telling people because then they look at me like I'm crazy, but I'm like, y'all like, Future's your favorite artist.
Yeah.
And so I can't really care about your opinion.
Also, no shade. Like, regardless of that new nigga that's in his body, he has made some exceptional music. Like, life-changing bars. So we'll stop.
Fabulous. And even if you don't like his current music,
Yeah.
you can't listen to it and say it's bad.
Hello.
You'll never say it's bad. You'll say, hey, I don't agree with what he's talking about. Hey, he's lost it.
Right.
But that production, the features,
Phenomenal.
He's still a great artist.
Yes.
And I try to cope with it by saying most artists go crazy.
Is he still alive?
He had that woman naked at the Grammys the other day.
That is very true.
Her coup de cat just out.
She's brave. What is something unique or interesting, like a hidden talent that no one would expect you to have?
You know what? I love this question because I update Wikipedia pages.
Okay. Thank you. First of all, thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Because someone has to. Also,
why? Right?
Yeah.
When I was teaching, I taught social studies. And I wanted to go to school to study history. My parents was like, what the fuck job are you going to get with that? And I agree.
Yeah. It's tough.
So instead, I just channeled that into a personal interest of just maintaining history. And so one day I was on Wikipedia. I was in grad school. I was on Wikipedia and I was like, this isn't right. I know it's not right.
Right.
Because I am so well versed in Native American history.
Hello.
I love the Anasazis. And I corrected it.
You said a Nazi?
The Anasazi Indians.
Okay.
Not what Elon was doing the other day.
Not Aziz Ansari.
I love him though.
Yeah.
He's a cutie pie.
Who knows what happened to that man? That scandal sent him up out of here. Where'd he go?
Not with me. And it could have been. Because I love him down. But yes, it was Kanye. I love you, Kanye.
Period. I love that. How much of your parents' influence has shaped your personality? If I were to ask each of your parents to describe you in one word, what would they say?
One word. My mom. So my parents and I are incredibly close. And that's a recent development in terms of my dad and I. But my mom has always been my road dog. I think my mom would say I'm her best friend because she's mine.
Right.
I talk to my mom 2-3 times a day. If she's not answering the phone, I'm going to keep calling.
Yeah, what's going on?
I'm the love of your life.
Hello.
I have a location, all the things. She would say best friend. My dad would say legacy. Every single thing that I've done has not been for me. None of it's actually been for me. It's been to make sure my parents are aware that their sacrifices did not go unnoticed.
You better talk that talk.
And I mean everything that I say.
Right.
My dad is the hardest working person I've ever met in my life. He has a GED, but the smartest person I've ever met. And for him to be so serious and so anal and so particular about everything, funniest nigga I've ever met in my life. Everything's a joke to him until it's not. And that's the very same attitude that I have.
Facts.
Everything, I'm going to make a joke. If you think it's not funny, I bet you I can find a way to make it funny. And I think it's just a coping mechanism that just as Black people, we've developed over time.
We're going to laugh.
I'm going to laugh.
No, I don't care how fucked up shit is. I'm going to laugh. Like, I refuse to believe no one cracked a joke on the slave ship. Like, one person was like, y'all, I know we're in dire straits, but I got to get one off.
My hand is chained, but it's just far enough.
Just far enough.
To be able to twiddle a diddle.
I got to.
Got to.
Yeah.
And it keeps you alive. It really keeps you alive.
Talk about it.
And so when I think about my parents, because my parents are still together. They've been together since high school. I think having that best friend and that nurturing side and having a father who did not play about me, but did not play about me learning, being well-versed in everything, it has made me just that much better as a person. And I'm never, ever going to say I'm self-made because it came directly from my parents.
That's so sweet. I love that. Shout out to my mama and daddy.
Shout out to your mama.
Okay. We both got to attend the real GSU, Georgia Southern University. And like any college experience, there were always pivotal moments that would stand out. Many of them happened at the Union or Legends or Apex. Tell me one of the greatest or not so greatest moments at Georgia Southern that you laugh about to this day.
You know what? Because I have been breezing, this is the moment I'm going to spend some time.
Take your time.
I love my Georgia Southern University. When I tell you, there's no other school that I can think of that I would have gone to. I tried to transfer a couple times. My little boyfriend might have hurt my feelings, or I want to go. I never went. I had some fun, lots and lots of fun. When I think of my favorite one, it has to do with Elsom.
Oh my God, love Elsom.
I don't know what event it was. Maybe it was like Gorilla Thriller or something. They stumping around on stage. But you go down to the Elsom first.
Yes.
Because you got a pregame.
You do.
We don't have no liquor at the house because who's driving to the line?
Especially if you don't have a car.
You don't have a car. You don't have no bread.
You don't.
We're going to Elsom. And if you go with $20,
yes,
you're going to get a Texas fajita nacho.
Yep.
You're going to get a Corona.
You are.
And you're going to get a motherfucking Flamin' Mexican.
Delicious.
I had my Flamin' Mexican, my Corona, and my nacho. I do not remember too much after. I'm a little person. I'm only like 115 pounds now.
Right.
So in college, I was maybe 95.
Right.
And me and my girls, my friends were older than me at the time. And one of them was dating one of the Gorilla Thriller stepping alpha guys. And then afterwards, it was something going on in Nats.
Oh, Nats. Oh, first fight.
I think I had my first one outside of the grill.
Because that'll do it.
And I was fighting that nigga. My nigga at that. But we're at the Nats. My friends and I got me on stage because I thought I was a hot girl. I knew all the upper class. I thought I was that girl. You can't say I was.
I was her.
I was her.
In that bitch, still that bitch.
Period. Probably was not at all. Y'all probably hate me, but I don't care. Got on that stage and it was like, make it rain, bitch. Hey. And that's when the stripper kick first came out.
Yes.
I don't have no rhythm. I got a nice cheer 1-2 step, but twerking I was working on it.
Yep.
I was on too close of the edge of the stage.
No, you weren't.
And I kicked that leg out doing my little stripper kick and didn't realize it wasn't no foundation under the foot. And so, mind you, again, on the stage, I'm a brighter person. And so all you can see is me go down. I tumbled like you do a roll because I'm on a stage.
You were Scarlett Takes a Tumble. That was you.
Oh my gosh.
You were.
When I say the party didn't stop,
because it never does.
Nobody cared.
No, they don't.
Nobody cared. And I just kind of stayed on the floor because how do you recover from that?
Yeah, I live there now.
I'm just like standing like, oh my God. And the room is spinning because I'm drunk. And my friends had to slide me by like my hands to the side because people like stepping on me because they don't care that I fell. They did not care.
They don't, because they're also drunk.
They're also drunk. And I was like, man, that was a good time.
I mean, great times.
Then I think about times at, what was that? French Quarter? Actually, French Quarter is the first place I had a fight.
You know what's funny? I forgot about French Quarter because I have blacked out a lot of those memories, things that I just care not to remember. But yeah.
That was a good time.
It was a great time.
I was there with my man, and the girl he was creeping with came into our little table area, and I had my LG chocolate phone. You remember the slider?
I do.
I had it sitting on the table, and she came starting a ruckus and spilled a drink on my phone. Baby, you got me fucked up.
That was that.
How was that?
Shout out to Georgia Southern. We love you. Okay, now let's get into your areas of expertise, honey, because you are the public policy aficionado. We need
like that.
you. I mean, you are.
I appreciate
okay,
that.
and while we have a subject matter expert, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
So as a public health professional, tell me about the last decade or so, from COVID-19 to bird flu to how it shaped your career and experience with family and friends.
Sure. My family and friends probably think I'm so annoying at this point because I go out of my way to make sure that my people are good. You drinking too much, you're smoking too much, you're not exercising, and people think I'm doing it just because those are like the big ones that everyone talks about. But in reality, that's the baseline to every disease.
Talk about it.
We are not moving our bodies enough, which is causing hypertension. We aren't eating well, hypertension, blood disorders. We are not getting our preventative care. And if you have insurance, so much of this stuff is covered. If you just go in there.
Right.
And if we can catch these things sooner, our bodies will have different reactions to what's happening.
Mm.
So COVID expanded the way that it did because so many people have underlying health
Right.
issues that we didn't know about. We have tuberculosis, like, is on the rage right now. It is like a respiratory kind of situation. We're smoking our minds away. It's hookah offered at every single place that you. I passed a hookah like car wash recently.
What?
Yes, it's on like 14th Street or something.
Oh, please. We gotta shut that down. Okay, put it on the list of things to do.
You know what?
Go
I
ahead.
kind of know the owner, so I don't want to get them shut down, but maybe just like not have the hookah there.
Okay, scratch that.
But they high too, so bring it back to the table.
Maybe.
Maybe. We just don't take our health serious enough until it's too late.
Facts.
So many of our parents are dying at 60.
Mhm.
60 is not old.
It's not.
And then we look at other countries and how, like, Switzerland's people are living, 90 is not a stretch for them.
Right.
But it's because they have clean air. They have a government that prioritizes them. They have people that will get outside and breathe fresh air. You know how hard it is to get our people to go outside?
Facts.
And so it has shaped my career in the sense of the same way that I go hard for my family and my friends to be better, I do it at work. Because a part of my role is to give resources to communities that wouldn't normally have access. And so I want to love on them the same way I'm loving on my family. Like, because again, to full circle it, I really believe what I do is what God sent me here for.
No, facts.
So I gotta stretch it out, no matter if I know you or I've never met you a day in my life. It encourages me to keep pushing every single day.
And shout out to you, Shiro, because we know all too well the disparities amongst underrepresented communities and how if you don't have advocates in that space, if you don't have people that look like you, if you don't have people that are proponents for your health, your needs, your wellness, it doesn't happen.
No.
It just doesn't. Shout.
No, it doesn't.
A hero. Okay. Now you love a good gathering. You know, I'm a pretty good host myself. You
For sure.
love a good gathering.
Sure.
Tell me how you came up with the idea of having a best friends dinner party and what was one of the funniest moments during that event?
For sure. So I have a weird obsession with Chrissy Teigen. I think she's the cutest little nugget ever. Her little cheeks,
She's cute.
her adorable little husband.
Yes.
And she had a set of like plates. She had a line, I think it was like Target or somewhere. I don't know where it was. But she had a home line. And I was just so impressed at the colors. And like her commercials were always her getting her friends together and they had these nice dainty plates and all this decor. And I was just like, we don't do enough of that.
Facts.
We will go to brunch with the grass wall.
Yep.
We will go to a
And the
baby
hookah.
shower. And the hookah.
Yep.
You see how much I hate the hookah.
Yep. It's terrible.
Stop it. Let
If
it
I
go.
see it in your establishment, I'm leaving. One of my favorite brunch, see, I feel like my pedestal is
Come on.
one of my favorite brunch spots. Y'all know. I went recently. I remember a couple months ago, I saw a hookah girl in there and I told the manager, I said, come here,
Oh,
stop this.
oh,
I said, stop it. I went recently, half the owners done quit. The staff is different. The food was bad, but they got the damn hookah. The clientele wasn't given. Hookah is the demise. It is the beginning of the end for a business.
And it's also playing in our face because they think niggas want that.
I don't.
They think we want that. And that is exactly why I came up with the dinner party. Because I wanted to show that we deserve nice things too.
We do.
We deserve to sit down with a really pretty outfit, really nice china, beautiful like tea vases like this. So I said to myself, okay, well, I'm going to create something that I would like to go to.
Period.
And so I got a bunch of really nice china from IKEA. You know, I'm still, I work in nonprofit, so I do the best that I can. So I got some really nice china and went to Dollar Tree and wrote and got a bunch of cool little things I could write name tags on and chargers and like centerpieces. And I got on Canva and I sent each of my friends an individual like invite, a personalized invite, just so we can feel special because, and unfortunately, so many of us don't get opportunities to feel special, me included. And so I just wanted an opportunity to have a dinner party where we're just having conversations like this in really nice outfits. I got it catered. I picked a Black girl to cater it.
Period.
And it's a labor of love for sure, but I just want for us to explore different ideas of fun and community through what binds us, which is our food.
But also luxury. And luxury doesn't have to mean something expensive. It is like giving yourself like a privilege, like small little luxury, something that I was so grateful that I was able to do at the beginning of this year, because I think starting the year in luxury is important, especially if you foresee it being something turbulent. I took a group of friends to the cabins, paid for it. We were in a luxury cabin. We had a great time. And it's something I really wanted to do because, like you were saying, for me, this year, community building is essential. Not only to survival, but to like mental fitness, to like your physical well-being, your emotional well-being. It is important to connect with those and remind people that, like, I see you, I love you. Say it often.
Say it often,
Yes.
especially now.
Yes.
Especially now. People are lonely. People have friends in the sense of, I want to go outside, I want to be in the mix. People don't have friends for when the tough times happen. And I guarantee you tough times are on the way.
Yeah.
So please lean into the people that show you love, and don't think that you don't deserve to have that love within luxury.
Or that you're alone. Because I guarantee you, that's why I talk about the power of vulnerability. When you are vulnerable, when you allow yourself to really share some real shit that's going on with you, you'd be surprised how that allows other people to open up and share. And they'll be like, no, me, same.
We're all going through the exact same thing. And you won't know if you won't have the conversations, but it takes that vulnerability.
Talk about it.
It takes putting yourself out there and maybe not getting that back. Not having the reciprocity of your feelings is like the demise of everything. But you can't worry about that all the time. You got to get to where it's like, I'm who I am, regardless of how you take it. I'd love for you to take it well. But if you don't, I'm cool with myself.
Period. So your fashion sense is unmatched. From birthday shoots, neon cutout princess gowns, to simple crisp white t-shirts, a nasty pair of stilettos.
Love a nasty boot.
Talk to me about where you grab your inspiration and what ideas you have for your personal style in the future.
You know what? I steal a lot of things from people. I steal from you. Lauren had a photo shoot a couple years ago that was nasty. That was a nasty photo shoot. And I wanted to do one for my 30th birthday as well. 30, 31, whichever one it was. And I picked my color scheme from you. And so I dress for the world around me.
Talk about it.
I now prioritize comfort over anything. So if I had to label what my style is, I'd say tomboy chic. I don't have a bunch of chains on right now just because we're here, but I'm always going to have a Yerman.
Hello.
Always going to have me a nice watch. I'm always going to have a different hairstyle because that's really where I show my individuality, my nails. And I'm going to try to throw a sneaker in there.
Period.
I'm going to always try to throw a sneaker. There's some people that's in the fashion industry that I really, really listen to, even though it's out of my price range. Like Law Roach. Love him down. And I don't have that kind of money.
Right.
But what I do have is resources.
Hello.
I can get on a website and try to find something similar. One thing that he said, I think it was about Angel Reese, put some clothes on. And so many people took that as, I don't want to see you naked, or I don't want to see you showing your body. And that's not what he was saying. He was saying, jump, fly.
Right.
Get some pieces.
Right.
And so, to be honest, a lot of my clothes come from fast fashion, but I have very nice pieces that I combine. I may have a really nice designer bag. I may have a nice shoe, but that outfit came from Boohoo.
Hello.
I may got a nice fitted in my jewelry, but please know, them shoes might have came from Shein. It's not what the designer is.
Facts.
It's how fly you can individually make it.
Because style is an individual interpretation of like what you want to express. Like, you know, one of my favorite drag queens said, everything's drag, honey. Everything's you come into the world naked, and then everything else is drag. RuPaul. And so, I mean, but it's true. Like, it literally, all of it's dress up, all of it's make believe, and it doesn't take expensive luxury brands to make you fashionable, because a lot of that should be ugly. No shade, but like, it really is about like an individual. Like, what is your perception? How do you see yourself? What do you want to convey? What's the emotion? And so, yeah, you be eating. I love it.
Thank you.
Okay, now you have like a tell like it is with a solid, a funny way of like approaching your content. I'm a huge fan.
Thank you.
Talk to me about what made you pick up your phone and start cracking us up the way you do.
You know what? I mentioned my dad. My dad is the funniest nigga on this planet. And so growing up in a house where he couldn't take nothing serious, even if it was a very serious conversation, I think it rubbed off on me. And I've always been Baby, I can sell salt to a snail. I can
Hello.
talk I can talk a man out his drawers real quick. I just have I have great charisma.
You do.
And I think I've worked at that.
Mhm.
And one day I remember one of the first times I got on Instagram and had a whole rant. I was living in Smyrna at the time, and it was the first snowstorm. The very first one.
Snowpocalypse?
Snowpocalypse.
Yes.
People was trapped everywhere. And I got on that phone and I said, hey, y'all, I was teaching. I got on my phone. Stop coming to get y'all kids. Stop driving through this snow to get y'all kids.
This is not helping.
It's not helping. I don't live nowhere near here.
Yep.
I want to go back to my crib, but we stuck.
Yep.
And I got on there and I recorded it, and the babies are in the background. And so many people jumped in and was like, oh, I didn't realize it was that bad.
Right, right.
I didn't realize, oh, they could see the chaos going on. And they were just like, oh, this is a very serious moment. You were joking about it, but it's serious.
Right.
And I realized it was my opportunity to get out there and talk about really real moments, but grab my community in a way that we would receive it best.
Facts.
And that's through humor.
Facts, facts, facts. Love it. Okay, so you know life loves to throw things at us like a dodgeball. What are a few things about being in your 30s nobody warned you about? Because let me tell you, this check knee light that came on, my check back light, my check neck light, my lights are blinking. One of them came on, shut off, came back on, shut off again. So like, what are you experiencing? Because I'm like, baby, my mama didn't tell me none of this.
My stomach always hurts.
Oh my God, my stomach.
My stomach is always hurting. I have acid reflux. I was like, what is that?
I can't even eat tomatoes anymore.
Oh,
I love tomatoes.
With a good cucumber?
They're in so many things. It all gives me acid reflux.
It's the worst.
Yes.
I got it. I was in Panama a couple years ago and I just kept salivating. And I was like, what is going on? I'm on the plane just going through it. And that's just like, my mouth is wet. And I thought it was because I needed to vomit because that's that usual thing.
Right.
Turns out the spices that we had on that last day was not with my spirit. And the altitude of something was just...
Conjuring them.
Conjuring them. Baby, I had to go get a Pepsi. PC, AC. I didn't even know that was a...
DC.
I have Tums in my bag right now. And it's like, what can I eat?
Yeah. Sometimes I just eat a Pepsi just because. Because I want to be ready.
Because I'm eating the nacho.
Yes.
I'm doing the work.
Yeah. I don't know what the day holds, but I know the acid reflux, she's waiting. She's lurking.
She's lurking. Now you got a little cramp.
Yes.
And then you got an issue going to the bathroom. I know too much information, but not really because you're going through it too.
No, you are. Let's be real.
You are.
Also, I'm starting to get gray hairs in places that I should not have them.
Let me tell you.
It's devastating for me.
You know what? I was listening to Auntie Tab, and she said that her whole cootie pie was starting to turn gray. And for whatever reason, that never crossed my mind.
No, ever. I didn't know it would happen.
Why would your cooter turn gray?
Yeah, because half my patty pie is gray.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
How does that happen?
I feel like an X-Man, but I ain't got no powers yet.
You're like, or Storm.
Okay, now.
That's a bad bitch.
Let me, because it stays wet.
Me too.
Period. But yeah, no, like my body is changing at an alarming rate. I just turned 37 a few weeks ago. Thank God I made it. But literally, my body's like, oh, I know you weren't ready for this. The closer I get to 40, the more I'm like, oh, I don't know shit.
You break apart.
I don't know anything.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know anything, and I have to be kind to myself, so I tell other people to be kind to themselves as well.
Talk about it.
Because we're living life for the very first time. This is the first time that you've been 37.
Oh my gosh.
You didn't know what you know today yesterday.
Facts.
So as your body grows and changes, just be kind to those extra pounds that come. Be kind to... I had acne really bad for a while. Being kind to how my skin looks naturally. Being kind to how I move around. I can't stay up late no more.
No.
My body don't do it.
No.
And having time to grieve that.
Facts. Because I think that's what it really is. We don't talk about like grieving older versions of yourself, but also being graceful to... I love, it was so poignant how you said, you've never been this before. What you know today, you didn't know tomorrow. You know, it's just, it comes as it comes. And you really, really do have to show yourself some grace. Come on, prophet. Okay. So I also really enjoy your perspectives on dating and romance. Talk to me about your experiences and some of the lessons you've learned from dating, being in love, and letting somebody play in your face.
Because all three of them happened a little more than I wish.
Look, we've all been there.
Oh my gosh.
We've all been there.
I'm 33. I'll be 34 in a couple of months. I
Hey.
think in my 33 years, I've learned that people are seasonal. People are incredibly seasonal. And sometimes you meet people, not even sometimes, I really believe every single person that you have some type of romantic relationship with, it was purposeful. You needed to meet them to get to something else. So when I think about my dating in college, where I feel like in college, it felt like that was like my first real stuff.
Right.
Until you become an adult and you're like, oh, this is my first real stuff. You get later 20s and it's like, oh, this is it.
Facts.
But I had to go through in high school, the guys not really liking me that much. I was smart. And at that time, smart, like it was cool to be smart, but it wasn't like the thing.
Right. Not many guys are like, well, I love her. She's smart.
I love her because she's smart.
Yes.
But that's also where my humor came in. I knew how to balance those two things off, but not being wanted in high school. Then I go to college and it's like, I don't know if it was because I was a freshman or I was just cute, but I got attention in college that I just was not used to.
Right.
And so I had to date the people I dated at that time to get acclimated to dating. When I became an adult and I fell in love for the first time, I had to experience that level of heartbreak to better understand that I'm not always the best partner, that I don't have the patience that I thought that I had. I maybe am not all that I believe that I am. And I'm able to now take those lessons with me in my mid-30s and be the best version of myself.
Right.
So you have to get your face played in. You have to be lonely. You have to be, like, I've been engaged and clearly it didn't work out. And I get asked a lot, like, do I regret it or anything like that? And I'm like, honestly, I had to go through that. I had to feel how that feels to now be in a space where I know right from wrong and know when good things are good things. Even to the extent of saying, you're never done learning about these relationships. Because I'm in one now.
Right.
And I'm having such a tough time allowing that man to love on me. Because bad experience, you're learning throughout and sometimes you overcorrect.
Right. And
now I'm in a space where somebody treats me well. I'm loved on, I'm loved down. And I'm trying to find a way out every chance I get.
Right, because it's unfamiliar.
It's unfamiliar.
Yeah.
And so I talk about it in public so often because I want people to use me as a sounding board. I don't have a lot of shame. I don't have a lot of embarrassment because I know I had to go through it. So if I'm speaking out about it, maybe one less person will feel like they're crazy.
Right, or alone.
Or you're never alone.
You're not. I try to tell people you have to break to build.
Ooh.
You do.
You do.
And so, like, if you never had something broken, never felt broken, never experienced heartbreak, you didn't have the pieces to build something else.
You don't know any better.
You don't. And like, it is just one of those growing pains, life lessons. All right, girl. You were speaking to me. I know you didn't. I was prophesizing over me. I almost took this head off.
Good.
No, I mean, girl.
If you take it off, can I have it?
We'll talk about it off.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So, the great Charlie Baltimore once said, "I'm a hustler, baby. I do it real big. If I ain't making money, then you know I gotta dig." Talk to me about a time that you overcame a challenge and what came out of that situation.
Number one, is she talking about digging like being a gold digger?
I mean, I don't really know.
Because that's tea. If so.
I mean, it was kind of, it spoke to me.
Get you a man with some money. Always get you a man with some money because you won't have to hustle.
Or get you a man that knows how to make money.
I kind of want you to have the money already.
I mean, well.
See, that's the problem. You settling for potential.
I'm not.
I know that's right.
Because if you can make the money, you're going to have the money. There's a lot of people win money, they lose it. They don't know how to make more.
They don't know.
I learned that the hard way.
If I don't know how to make I want some money too. But to answer your question about, something really hard that you had to overcome, I did a stint in California. I was in a relationship. We were headed down the aisle. So I had to move for their job.
Right.
And for me to move, please know, it was some money attached.
Hello.
To where I was able to maybe live a softer life. And at that point, I had to leave behind my family, my career, my friends, my home. I left behind everything because, as a Black woman, somebody wants to be with you. whether they're awesome, horrible, whatever. You don't know when you'll be chose like that again.
That's real.
So I went, and things didn't work out. Prayers to that person. I wish no harm, no nothing on him.
I do.
You know what I did at first? But I had to heal through that. And like I said, this was his first time living in this experience as well. And so the longer we harbor those negative emotions, we won't find somebody else. But when I came home, I had nothing. I had literally nothing. I had to move back to my parents' house after having my own, everything. I had to work at a warehouse overnight and a call center during the day for 3 months. I didn't leave my parents' house. I cried every single day. It was just probably the worst time of my life. Not even probably, it was. Right. And I just was like, I can't keep feeling bad for myself. And so one day I just said, fuck it. I gotta be what everybody thinks I am. Because I have worked really hard to have a reputation of being a hard worker, of being a grinder. If anybody knows me, they're gonna say, Asia's gonna keep a job. Right. Asia's gonna keep a job, she's gonna change a job. And so I had to stop feeling bad for myself and stop going back and forth in my head about being deserving. And that same year, I was like, let's go for the gusto. So I got an extra certification on top of my master's. I had to start at a lower paying job, but I got in there. I took all the projects that nobody wanted to take. Right. I did the late nights. I was working 60, 70 hours a week. I was traveling to the point where I was only home maybe 3 weeks out the month. Wow. But now I'm in such a position to where today I turned my computer on maybe 3 hours.
Period.
I'm able to delegate things that I don't want to do anymore.
You paid the cost to be the boss.
I paid the cost to be the boss. And so I tend to lean less on this is what I've been through and this is what hurt me, all of that, and more into I'm really just that girl. And I really said, y'all not going to keep, not even y'all, I'm not going to keep playing with myself.
That's what it's about.
It was me.
Yes.
And now I'm here with you.
Period. And that bitch still that bitch.
And always will be that bitch.
Okay. Let's have a little fun.
Ooh.
So, you once told these men to stop trying to make you their baby mama because their current ones are ugly.
Their current ones are ugly.
Share a time when you knew you were giving 10s across the board and a 1 or 5 tried to get to you.
It's funny that you remember that because I don't even know why I said that. I was like, wow, your baby mama sucks. Because for whatever reason, I was getting nothing but baby dads for like a year.
It's a lot of them out here.
And I'm not going to hold you. Baby dads are fun.
Yeah, they are.
But I think for me, it was just like, I don't have no kids. And I'm never going to love your kid the way you want me to or the way you love them or maybe the way you don't love them because y'all never are with y'all kids. Y'all never be with y'all kids and I don't know where they be at. They always in the car taking pictures. So that lets me know you drove up to their mama house.
You did.
And y'all sat outside and you told them to come out.
Yep.
Don't play with me like that. I had braces during the quarantine at Invisalign.
Period.
I grew my hair out because we couldn't go anywhere.
Where are we going?
So my hair was like down here. I dyed that bitch red. I had just bought my house. I got a quarantine house. You couldn't tell me shit.
No, you couldn't.
You just heard from what I had to work from.
Yes.
Now I'm here. I'm that girl. And like, these niggas just kept trying to come at me. And I was like, I'm not on your page. And I felt so embarrassed that y'all thought that we the same type of person.
Is this what I'm giving?
That's what it was.
Yes.
I can't think I'm this and I'm really that. Because I see your baby mama. And I see what type of shit you be on.
Yep.
You can't want her and want me.
Yep. I think I get madder if I'm in a situation and you cheat on me and the person that you cheat on me with is what I deem to be unacceptable. I'm like, what? But that's how I also know it's not about me.
It's not about me.
It's never about you, baby. Let them go. Ill.
They're always ugly.
Always. Okay. Even queens get caught up sometimes. Tell me the worst Beyonce song that exists.
This is what you should have started with. Beyonce has a lot of songs I really hate. And she really pisses me off when she goes into that party shit. 7-Eleven is the worst song I've ever heard. That girls, they run the world, girls, I hate that shit. I'm a grown woman, hate it. anytime she's trying to be jovial and cater to them folks, I hate it.
You don't like jovial Beyonce. It's like I
I want her hurt.
don't like happy Mary J. Blige. Ill. Some of her best music.
I'm gonna challenge you. Everything is beautiful. You are.
Oh, I know the song.
I'm singing. Come on.
Yeah,
my
I won't.
everything.
That's it.
Not today. She was in love, probably.
Yeah, she was. And I don't want her to be sad. I just like
when they're sad.
Yeah,
because when Mariah
No More
Carey,
Drama, elite. No More Drama. Come on now.
Baby, that entire album, she was sick because that man was taking her money.
Yeah, he was. Still
Kendo.
is. Still is.
She's still paying him?
She is.
She's just
That's why she has so many
Williams.
jobs. She can't stop working.
She just put out some Giuseppe boots.
This is another thing. Ladies, hear the sound of my voice. Don't you let no man ruin your life. Okay? Wendy Williams is a cautionary tale, but she's not the only one. Don't you let no man ruin your fucking life. Your brand, your reputation, your money, your health, your wealth. No. All right. My spirit.
And that's a good point because I always wonder, what kind of dick are y'all getting?
Oh, it's on the charger all day. If you got a man at home and his dick on the charger all day, dick just charging, and then you get home and he take that motherfucker off the charger, you need to fucking run. Okay, I need a dick that's working. I need a dick that's out here. Yeah, no, a dick that knows a hard day's work. Okay,
because if it's too good, you're too free.
Yeah, your dick work every day, all the time. It's ready, no matter what. No, that's a dangerous dick.
And is that good that you crashing out?
Yeah, no, I can't. No.
And it is never no wiener good enough to crash out, sister.
So be careful.
Be careful.
One of the last questions I want to ask, because I love your perspectives.
Sure.
If you could tell our generation one thing we must be fucking for real about, what would it be?
I don't really count people's pockets sometimes because I do want to know how y'all are pulling off living in Buckhead.
Yeah, we're just curious.
I'm just curious. I want to know how you're affording it. But let's be fucking for real about them cyber trucks. Ugh. Let's be fucking for real. You only bought that so that you could flex on other people. Because there's no way in hell you actually like it.
You can't like it.
Be fucking, and I gotta talk direct, be fucking for real. They're ugly. I don't even know what the inside looks like, but I know they got a retractable fucking back that can turn into a tent. Why would I need a tent?
What are you preparing for?
What are you preparing for?
Where are you going? To the spaceship?
No, because you're parking them on 10th Street.
Yeah, you are.
And you're taking up 2 parking spots.
You are. It's disgusting.
And every time I see one, I have a visceral reaction because it's so fucking ugly.
And they're made by that man. And I'm sorry.
He's shaped like a pea.
I just can't support anything that man.
Stop, wait, because I love Twitter.
I got off of it. It was hard.
I love Twitter.
I went through withdrawals for the first couple of weeks, and you know what? I don't miss it.
Really?
I don't.
You like Instagram more?
I do like Instagram. I'm not gonna say more. They're very different. I got news on Twitter. I go to Instagram for pictures. I don't even read on Instagram. I just scroll like this. I just want to.
Y'all not talk about nothing.
No, I just want to be visually. One of my friends told me Instagram is Twitter for people who can't read, and they're not wrong. I can read.
They're not wrong.
They're not wrong.
They're not wrong.
So when I want to be visually stimulated, I go to Instagram. When I actually want to read or get into it with someone or be messy, I go to X.
That's a good one because I found out that Facebook is for people that didn't go to college, and Twitter is for college people that just still not that smart. Because Facebook, they be having a blast on there.
It just be a bunch of ignorance. I say both of y'all wrong. Both of y'all arguing the wrongest part.
Typos and you're wrong.
Yeah, both of y'all wrong.
But at least on Twitter, they're a little more academically sound, but you're still stupid.
Yeah.
Everyone's stupid.
Yeah. So fuck that man and F them Cybertrucks. Last question, because she's very busy, guys. She has to go. Give me a question to ask the next person I interview.
Oh, a question that I like to ask people is, what does be where your feet are mean to you? That is something that I learned last year because I overthink everything. I'm always nervous. I'm always worried. And this particular election cycle taught me be in the moment right now. I can't constantly worry about what's going to happen in the future.
Yes.
I may not even live till tomorrow. So enjoy what's happening right now and really spend more time being happy about that. So I always love to know what good things are happening in people's lives that will keep them grounded where their feet are right now.
Sound advice yet again, Prophet.
Thank you.
Y'all, this has been Ashia Lee. Where can the people find you if they want to hit you up, if they want to follow you, if they want to connect with you about public health? Where can they find you?
Sure. You know, I love the people. So Instagram, you can always reach out to me on Instagram. Now, it's a private page because I do be talking about shit.
Yep.
But it's continent_Ashia. You can find me there. You probably can find me on LinkedIn if it's not private. I actually am a private person. But if you ever need something in terms of community outreach, advocacy, healthcare, education, I'm your girl. I really want to help. So, you know.
And make sure y'all support everything. They just had this wonderful benefit. They were able to give away these amazing scholarships
Catalyst
to discerning.
Foundation.
Talk about it. These are things that they're doing. Real people in real communities doing real change. You can find me, okay, at all places. Uncle Twirl, that's Twirl with an E. As I always say, remember, feel free to spill the tea, but don't be messy. Ashia Lee, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. Bye, y'all.
Bye.